On a cold January night in 1967, in the quiet town of South Ashburnham, Massachusetts, something extraordinary unfolded within the walls of a modest family home. Betty Andreasson, a devoted Christian mother of 7, was reading in her living room when the lights suddenly flickered and went out. Then came an eerie red glow and silence. What followed has since become one of the most studied and controversial alien abduction cases in American history. According to Betty, several small, gray-skinned beings with large eyes passed effortlessly through her locked door. Moving with a calm but unnatural grace, they seemed to communicate with her telepathically. Her family was reportedly frozen in place, unable to move, unable to speak. Betty claimed she was transported onto a spacecraft where strange medical procedures were performed. She described being led through winding halls, shown visions of light and symbols, and even encountering a being she described as a tall, robed figure of intense presence, an encounter she likened to a spiritual awakening. For years, Betty kept the story to herself. But in 1977, under aggressive hypnosis conducted by renowned UFO researcher Raymond Fowler, she revealed a sequence of events that would baffle investigators. Her calm demeanor, consistent details, and lack of apparent motive made her account especially compelling. Skeptics pointed to religious symbolism and psychological explanations, but others asked, how could a woman so rooted in faith and family fabricate such a tale so detailed, so hauntingly vivid? To this day, no evidence has proven her story. But in the cold archives of UFO investigations, the Betty Andreasson affair remains unsettlingly unresolved. In the world of UFO investigations, few voices resonate with such quiet conviction as that of Kim Carlsberg, a successful photographer, former model, and one of the most vocal abductees of the 1990s. Her case didn't begin with a bright light in the sky, but with a quiet unease, a sense that something was happening just beyond memory's reach. Carlsberg claimed to have experienced a series of recurring abductions, spanning several years. Encounters she describes in vivid, often unsettling detail. According to her, the beings she met were not just silent observers from the stars. They were deeply involved in a genetic program, one that included her under regression therapy and independent recall. Kim reported being shown hybrid children, half human, half alien, and being told they were hers. She described sterile environments, telepathic exchanges, and a strange, dreamlike calm that wrapped each experience in layers of uncertainty. And yet, her account remained consistent, emotionally grounded, and deeply personal. Her book, Beyond My Wildest Dreams, became one of the first to combine photographic art with a first-person abduction narrative, giving form to the formless, and pushing the hybrid discussion into more mainstream conversation. Unlike many claims lost in sensationalism, Kim's story found strength in its restraint. Skeptics point to dream states, sleep paralysis, and the influence of abduction culture. But for Kim Carlsberg, the memories remain as vivid as the photographs she's taken, fragments of another reality, one that continues to press quietly against the edges of our own. And as her case quietly lingers in the background of modern UFO discourse, one question still echoes in the minds of many. What if those children were real? It was the night of October 16, 1957, when a 23-year-old Brazilian farmer named Antonio Vilas Boas claimed that his life, and perhaps his understanding of the universe, changed forever. Working alone on his tractor late into the evening, Antonio noticed a strange red light in the sky. As it moved closer, he realized it wasn't a star. It was a craft. According to his account, the object descended into the field and emitted strange, claw-like appendages. He tried to flee, but was quickly overpowered by small humanoid beings in metallic suits. They took him aboard the craft, where the environment was cold, sterile, and disorienting. What happened next is what made his story infamous. Antonio claimed he was forced into a strange medical examination, and then left in a room with a female being. She was humanoid, with pale skin, large blue eyes, and long white hair. Their interaction, he said, was not violent, but clinical, as if part of a controlled experiment. The implication, a purposeful breeding encounter orchestrated by beings not of this earth. After being released, Antonio suffered from symptoms consistent with radiation exposure, nausea, weakness, and skin lesions. His story, however, came years before UFO abduction accounts became widespread, and well before the Betty and Barney Hill case brought the phenomenon into public discourse. Though skeptics dismiss the tale as fantasy or hallucination, others view it as one of the earliest and eerily consistent abduction narratives on record. And as time passes, the question deepens. Was Antonio Villas Boas a victim, a participant, or a chosen subject in something far beyond our comprehension?